Hi Gemini, welcome back to the channel if you've been here before, and if you haven't and you're new, welcome. I'm Kay. I'm an astrologer, a spiritual witch and a numerologist here on YouTube. So I'm going to bring you a quick horoscope for what I see for this particular sign of Gemini. This is not based on anyone's chart. This is just a general reading for the sign, and obviously I can't comment on what other astrologers may find as well. I'm just going to give you what I see for this particular sign for the month of July. So as we start the month, if we look over on the right hand side, we've got the chart for the full moon. But as we start the month, before we get to the full moon, the sun is actually going to be in the sign of Cancer. So for you, the sun's energy of health, growth and vitality, this could be resonating around your finances and what it is that you own. So on the chart where we've got number 1 and the arrow, this is the second house of finances. So the month could start with finances looking good, or an opportunity for your finances to look good. What's interesting about this area of life is that this is also about what we value as people and values that we hold. So it could be that the universe is prompting you to think about what you value and what it is that you're willing to do and not do when it comes to your values in your life. Now when we get to the full moon, which is going to be the 13th of July at 6:38 p.m. GMT, this is my local time. It could be the 13th for you. It could be the 14th. It does depend on where you are in the world. The full moon is going to be in Capricorn. And for you, it is going to fall in an area of life that is to do with your other kind of financial house. This is finances that you don't fully own yourself. So when we talk about this area of life, it's things like debts, taxes, property that you share. So it's your shared finances and generally your shared area of life. So on the chart, so if we look over on the chart, we've got the sun circled at 21 degrees of Cancer, and opposite that where we've got number 3, we've got the moon circled at 21 degrees of Capricorn. This is what gives us a full moon, when we've got these two energies in opposite signs. Now, when we have this happen, this can bring about the need to make a decision. And I have said this before, because you've got the sun and the moon, which is about balance, you know, masculine and feminine, under two signs that see life completely differently. So it's about finding a balance and making a decision. And for you, it could be around your shared area of life. And where the arrow is with number 2, this is where the moon is going to fall for you. So it's your 8th house. It's your debts, your taxes, property that you share, time that you give to other people, even things like sexual fantasies that you share come under this area of life, believe it or not. The other thing about this area of life is that it's the house of transformation and death and rebirth. It's about the cycle of life, I should say. So it could be that at the full moon, there's a decision for you to make. And if it's not around your finances that are shared, it's about something that maybe you need to transform, or something that may need to fall away and allow something new to come in. This is also the house of divorce and departure as well. So it could be for you that it's time to let go of something. Now, 3 other things are happening around this full moon as well. We're going to have the moon and Pluto form a conjunction. So if you look where we've got number 3, we've got the moon here. Underneath that, the symbol that looks a bit like a P, this is Pluto. And when planets form a conjunction, they are so close that their energies are working together. So the moon is about how we feel in our emotions, and Pluto is about transformation and change. So it could be that you have an emotional change of heart, and to do with what? Your 8th house. Something leaving your life and then allowing something new to come in, your shared area of life, your taxes, your debts, your property and so forth. So you could have that come up or prepare yourself for that. The other thing that's happening is that the planet Mercury is forming the same kind of energy, but he's doing it with the sun. So opposite where we've got number 3, we can see the sun circled in pink, which is the yellow planet in pink. Underneath that, we've got the turquoise planet, which is Mercury, and he is at 17 degrees of the sign of Cancer as well. So he is so close to the sun. He is working with health, growth and vitality with the sun, and he is a representation of how we think. So it could be for you what you think, or an idea that you have that will surround your finances, or any particular area of your life could help you move forward as well. So it seems to me like for Gemini, the universe is really saying, pay attention to what it is you're thinking as we move through July, particularly around the full moon. The final thing that's happening where we've got the circle in green is that we're going to have 3 planets or three energies, I should say, form a stellium. And when we have this in astrology, it highlights that this area of life, or wherever this stellium falls, is key right about now. So we've got Mars, which is the red planet. We've got Uranus, which is the planet in the middle, which is turquoise. And then we've got the North Node, which is the energy right to the right. And it looks kind of like a horseshoe. Now, this is about direction with the North Node. It's where we should be going. Uranus is about unexpected change, and Mars is about determination and getting through something. And where this is going to fall for Gemini, the house of life, is actually quite interesting. It's to do with your mental well-being and how you feel you are held back in life. So even if you're feeling great mentally and you're not stressed or drained or anything like this, if there is anywhere that you feel that you are held back, or anything, situation, person, place, or thing that you feel is holding you back, even if it's yourself, now is the time the universe is saying to you, what are we going to do about this, and what direction are we going to go with it, and what unexpected changes can happen or need to happen that you need to be quite determined with and get on with, and try and move yourself out of this feeling of restriction. Basically, what I see for Gemini is some kind of restriction being released with this stellium. It could be time for that to happen for you, Gemini, and I really hope that it does if that's what you need. So when we get to the new moon, we've got the chart over here on the right hand side. The new moon is going to be at 5 degrees of the sign Leo on the 28th of July at around 6:55 p.m. GMT, my local time. So this could be that day or the day after for you. On the chart, we've got circled in pink the sun and the moon at 5 degrees of Leo, as we can see in pink. And where this is actually going to fall for you is around your education. Any dealings that you have with your extended family, and again, your thoughts, your ideas, and who you communicate with and how you communicate with them. So this is the third house, and this area of life also does cover our neighborhood and where we live as well. So new moons are very different from the full moon. This is an energy of a new cycle. So something new beginning. So it could be to do with your third house, as I mentioned, education, extended family, aunts, uncles, cousins, thoughts and ideas that you have, any communication or back and forth that you've had with situations, people, places and things. A new cycle could begin with this. So it's a really nice energy to have in that area of your life. The focus for the month, as we end the month and close it out, is very much still the same for Gemini, because the sun is in Leo, and as I said, the sun is going to be forming that new moon in this area of your life. So this is a big focus for you. We close out the month still with this Taurus stellium happening, which is circled in green with the asterisk there. So, for you, it's still in that area of your life to do with where and how you feel held back, your mental health, spiritual downloads. It's also the area of life that's to do with large organizations, so hospitals, law enforcement, or any other large organization that you deal with. They also fall in this area of life for you as well. So the universe is really urging you throughout this month, Gemini, to think about how and where you're held back, or those particular areas of your life. And as we close out, it feels very much like for the Gemini sun sign, this energy is going to follow through into August until this stellium is broken and the planets start to move in their own directions. Finally, to close out, I've given you the information that for this month, this Taurus stellium for you is key, and it's your 12th house and where you feel held back, and these large organizations that you deal with, and your mental well-being. But aside from this, we're going to have the planet that, well, not a planet, he's more like an asteroid. He's not actually a planet. I shouldn't say that. Chiron is an asteroid. He is the energy that deals with our healing, okay? Now, he is going to be under Aries, and he's going to form a retrograde. So he's going to go back in simple terms. And so what he's doing is he's going back to an area of life to bring you back to something, to experience another shock with it, or to heal with it, or to basically go over it again. Now, what's assisting him is also the planet that brings luck, fortune, good luck, and expansion. Really, really beautiful planet called Jupiter. And he is forming the same kind of action, a retrograde, and he is going back work under the same sign. So what we've got here for the sign of Gemini is that it's your hopes, your dreams, your co-workers in your networks. It's your 11th house that this energy is vibing with. So for you, it could be as we close out the month, almost as we close out the month, is around the 20th when this energy happens, is that giving your hopes and dreams, and also anything to do with your co-workers, your networks. This is even people that you meet on social media that you really get on with, people that you have in your life that you're connected with for a reason that is not romantic, but it could be professional or because you've got some kind of connection with them. This, coupled with your hopes and dreams, is an area where Chiron and Jupiter are bringing you back to and bringing you a bit more fortune with this area of life, and maybe allowing something to heal that may need to heal in this area of your life. So keep an eye out for that and keep that in mind if that resonates for you as well. July could be a good time to revisit that area of your life and your hopes and dreams. So that's what I see for you, Gemini. That's what I see for this particular sun sign. I hope that there was something helpful for you here and that you enjoyed, the energy that I see for you. Do drop me a comment. Do give the video a like if something did help you or you enjoyed it. And of course, do subscribe to the channel if you're new here and you're not subscribed. I would love to see you here again and bring you another reading or whatever I put out for your particular sun sign on the channel. And just for anybody who has a deep interest in doing this for, against their own actual birth chart and seeing how the energies in the universe can vibe with them personally, not in a general way, do check out the description box, check out the Patreon links, and I can help you go over all this stuff for yourself. And you don't have to be a qualified astrologer to understand it. That's what I'm here for, to help you to understand it and for you to learn as well, for you to learn how you can apply some of the principles of astrology to your chart or any other chart that you wish to look at. So have a wonderful month of July, Gemini. I hope everything goes smoothly for you, and I will catch you in August, or the end of July I should say, for your August reading. I'll see you then.